The teachings of Jesus transcend religion. They aren't confined to church walls or doctrines. They're a guiding light for anyone seeking a life filled with meaning and transformation. Imagine a wisdom so profound, it has the power to heal a fractured heart, renew hope, and ignite purpose. These teachings whisper truths that resonate with everyone, no matter their background or beliefs. They invite us to step into a life of love, courage, and connection. Picture this, a weary soul searching for clarity, only to find it in Jesus' timeless words. His lessons speak directly to the heart, teaching us how to live with open arms and unwavering trust. They remind us that we are not alone, that there's a greater plan unfolding even in the midst of chaos. What if the key to unlocking our potential lies in understanding and embracing these universal truths? But here's the question that stirs the soul. What if you could uncover the secrets to a life full of love, hope, and purpose? What if His words could transform the way you see yourself and the world around you? With each teaching, a door opens to a deeper understanding of what it means to live a fulfilled life. And this journey of discovery starts with the simplest yet most profound message of all, love and compassion. Jesus' teachings on love and compassion are a call to rise above divisions and embrace the humanity in everyone. Imagine a world where we see others not as rivals, but as reflections of ourselves. His parable of the Good Samaritan paints this vividly. A man ignored by those who should have helped him, only to be saved by a stranger from an enemy nation. It's a reminder that love is a bridge, not a boundary. Could you be that Samaritan in someone's life today? Think of the moments when love overcame bitterness, perhaps when you forgave a friend or comforted a stranger. These acts ripple beyond what we can see, healing wounds we may never know existed. Jesus showed us that love isn't about convenience, but about courage. He didn't just teach it, He lived it, even embracing those who betrayed or opposed Him. What would it look like to love someone in your life without conditions or expectations? And yet, love isn't always easy. Compassion calls us to step out of our comfort zones, to see others through eyes of understanding. What if the person you find hardest to love is the one who needs it the most? Jesus' example challenges us to think differently, to act boldly. And just as love builds bridges, faith gives us the strength to cross them. Faith, as Jesus taught, is more than belief. It's a lifeline during life's storms. Picture Him on a boat surrounded by terrified disciples as waves crashed around them. While fear consumed the others, Jesus simply spoke, "Peace, be still," and the storm obeyed. His calm amidst chaos wasn't just a miracle, it was a lesson. Faith has the power to anchor us when life feels like it's unraveling. Where do you need that calm in your life today? Think about the times when trusting a higher plan brought clarity in the chaos. Maybe it was when you took a leap of faith in a job change, or leaned on hope during a personal struggle. Trust doesn't mean understanding every step. It means believing that each step has purpose. Jesus showed this again and again, walking forward even when the path led to sacrifice. Could faith be the missing piece in your struggles today? Trusting God's plan often feels like walking blindfolded, yet it's in that vulnerability that strength is born. Jesus taught that fear and faith can't coexist. He invited us to replace worry with trust, teaching that even the sparrows are cared for. What if you let go of your fears and trusted the journey ahead? And as faith strengthens us, humility teaches us how to carry it with grace and purpose. Jesus redefined greatness not by power, but through humility and service. Picture Him, the Son of God, kneeling to wash His disciples' feet, a task reserved for servants. This act wasn't just symbolic, it was a call to embrace humility as a strength. In a world that often glorifies status, His actions remind us that true greatness lies in lifting others. What small act of service could transform someone's day around you? Think of the simple ways humility shows up in daily life. Maybe it's holding the door for a stranger or lending an ear to someone in need. These gestures might seem insignificant, but their impact can be profound. Jesus showed that even the smallest acts of kindness carry the weight of love and purpose. When was the last time you paused to serve someone, not for recognition but simply out of care? Living with humility means putting others first, not out of obligation, but out of compassion. It's about seeing value in every person, regardless of their position or background. When Jesus chose service over power, he challenged us to redefine what matters most in life. How could embracing humility bring more meaning to your actions today? And as humility grounds us, forgiveness sets us free to love even deeper. Forgiveness, as Jesus taught, is not just an act, but a path to freedom. Imagine him on the cross, battered and betrayed, uttering words that shook the heavens, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." In that moment, he demonstrated that forgiveness is not about the other person's worthiness, but about freeing your own heart. How often do we hold on to pain, unaware of the chains it wraps around our soul? Think of a time when someone wronged you deeply. The hurt lingered, replaying in your mind like a relentless echo. Forgiveness doesn't erase the hurt, but transforms it, turning wounds into wisdom and anger into peace. Jesus invites us to release the weight of resentment, not as an easy choice, but as a courageous one. Who in your life could you forgive today, not for their sake, but for your own healing? Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's reclaiming your peace. It's about stepping into the light of grace and letting go of the darkness of bitterness. Jesus showed us that even the greatest betrayals could be met with mercy. What if forgiveness was the key to unlocking a lighter, freer version of yourself? And as forgiveness clears the path, hope begins to fill the heart with new possibilities. Jesus' teachings on the kingdom of God offer a hope that transcends this life. Imagine him speaking to a weary crowd, promising rest for their souls and a life beyond what they could see. His words painted a vision of a place where sorrow is no more and joy is eternal. This wasn't just a distant dream. It was an invitation to live with purpose now, grounded in the promise of something greater. Could such a hope redefine how you see your struggles today? Think of the moments when hope felt like a fragile thread, yet it was enough to pull you through. Jesus' message reminds us that our worth is not in what we achieve, but in who we are, beloved children of God. Through faith and righteous living, he taught, we can draw closer to this eternal promise. What if the challenges you face today are shaping you for something far beyond what you can imagine? The hope of salvation isn't just about eternity. It transforms how we live in the present. Jesus showed that by walking in faith and aligning our lives with love and justice, we reflect the kingdom here and now. What would it mean to live today as if eternity began now? And as hope fills our hearts, it prepares us for a journey of personal transformation that ties all his teachings together. The teachings of Jesus are more than lessons. They're an invitation to transform our lives. Through love, faith, humility, forgiveness, and hope, he showed us how to navigate life's trials with grace and purpose. Each teaching is like a seed, planted to grow into a life full of peace, fulfillment, and connection. Imagine the possibilities if these timeless truths became a part of your daily walk. Could they change the way you see yourself and the world? This journey is deeply personal. It's about embracing love even when it's hard, trusting in the unseen, serving others with humility, and finding freedom through forgiveness. It's about living with hope that gives meaning to every step, no matter how challenging. These teachings are not relics of the past. They're living, breathing wisdom meant to guide you today and every day. What if this was the beginning of a new chapter in your life? If this message touched your heart, take the next step. Share this wisdom with someone you care about. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue exploring these soul-awakening truths together. Remember, every small action towards understanding and applying these teachings brings you closer to a life of purpose and fulfillment.